I was going to do a bath bomb called Kill Bill. You could see that it got a big dent in it in the unboxing. I don't know if it was the US or the Canadians that decided to kick it, but there was a big dent in it. So when I went to open it, the whole freaking thing fell apart. What a mess. Sorry. It's taking me a minute to grab the whole thing. Yeah, as soon as I opened it, it fell apart, but there was a huge dent right there, so we'll just, very sad day. This is custom essential oil blend for that. I think there was a sword. I'm going to have to grab that. So, yeah, there's still some stuff on there. I'm going to get all the goodies off. Okay. So that wasn't very exciting, now was it? Because it was broken. Well, screw them. Because I went and grabbed, because, oh, this is from Atomic BalmBathNBody, Tammy. Alright, if I didn't say that. So her son, who she calls Barney, I call him Stewie, he had made these. I think she made them for him, or maybe he helped her. I remember her starting them, but it's, I believe, sandalwood, just straight up essential oil, straight sandalwood, and there's little stars on there. So we'll put this in there, and I'll show you the little tag, because you know, he donated that to me. Because those were his bombs, and he told his mom that I could have one. And it says, Bombs by Barney, Bombs by Stewie. That kid's so cute. Reminds me of my son. Mom, 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 mom. So, yeah, that was it. I really thought that the Kill Bill had a dent, but it would survive. But as soon as, like, even when I cut it open, it was still whole, but with a big, looked like a foot mark in it, like a boot. But as soon as I touched it, it crumbled. I was like, shit. So I knew that would just disperse quickly. See, it's like small pieces of it going off all around. And the embeds were red, so it would make this lovely orange. So I figured, no, let's just add some red to it. And Tammy doesn't bloom, either do I. So you don't get like that vibrant color on the bath bomb, but when it hits the water, that's when you get the color. So this was colored in red. It's looking pink, but at the end, oh no, it looks red. It just looks pink through the through the thing. There's a sword in there. That's making me nervous. I'm gonna have to remind myself. Keep saying it in my head to fish for the sword. Yeah, so the inspection came. I had all my notes hanging up, and she didn't find one. She was good. She wasn't nosy. I kept her entertained. She asks a lot of questions. She is nosy. But she did mention it's time to downsize to a 2-bedroom, which is fine with me. I was thinking that the whole time. You know, there's a family out there waiting for this apartment. Downsize this to a 2-bedroom. It just has to be upgraded, like all the other apartments. So if they do choose to do that, ooh, look at more colors coming out. So there's embeds inside. That little red guy. Yeah, so that fared well. You know, every question they ask, saying, oh, there's no cover on this. Well, there hasn't been one since I moved in. But they, you know, the guy actually said, he goes, we probably asked that last year. And I'm like, yeah, you did. So hopefully things will get fixed. And they fixed the stupid shower here. But with my luck, they won't fix it. They'll say, oh, we're going to downsize you, and I'll have to wait 1.5 years for an apartment to open up and that to be renovated. And this will never get fixed until when this apartment gets renovated. Such a shit show. So, yeah, I got the doctor today. I'm just going to get my doctor, poor thing, she had breast cancer years ago. And I had made an appointment because the other doctor that I see says I have high blood pressure, put me on clonidine. That made me sick. There was no way I was taking that because I never had high blood pressure until I went to see this other doctor. And so then, like, after he tells me, oh, you're going to have a stroke, you need to take this medicine, a week later, he has a stroke. So he's out of commission, so now I have to see his guy that covers him. He takes my blood pressure. It was like 167 over something. And he's like, you're going to die, you're going to have a heart attack, blah, 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 you got high blood pressure. I'm like, I don't know what's causing it. You know, maybe it's the pain, maybe it's the depression. I don't know, but I didn't have this until I started seeing you group of people. So he gave me a chart, like, to take my blood pressure every day. I don't have a machine to take my blood pressure. So I was Googling my medications, and I was wondering if all the ibuprofen that the doctor had prescribed me, not my old doctor, not my primary care, but this specialty doctor. And yeah, it causes swelling in the ankles, which I've had, which I just assumed it was because it was summertime. And it causes high blood pressure. So I immediately stopped it and started taking Tylenol. Instead, any of those NSAIDs, I think that's what they're called, like Advil or anything that has like Motrin or ibuprofen, they're probably the same thing. I probably just said something stupid. But anyways, they can cause high blood pressure. So I had an appointment to see my doctor today, and I got the call 2 days ago that she was diagnosed with cancer of the uterus, but it's very aggressive. She thought she was going to be able to just have a full hysterectomy and be done with it, but I guess it's not the case. She's going to have the chemo and the radiation and all that, and it's sad because she's a really nice lady. I really like her, and I hope she pulls through. I wish she believed in cannabis more. She's just starting to take like holistic classes, and she's Indian. She should believe in more holistic stuff. I was talking to her about an herb called tulsi, and she was surprised that I even knew about it. And I'm like, well, why aren't you doing more holistic medicine than prescribing, so much medicine that's so harmful? And really, if you can believe in tulsi, then you can believe in cannabis, for medicinal reasons. So I hope she comes around and, she is a doctor. She'll have no problem getting the medical card that she thinks she needs to have, even though it's completely legal in our state. So I really hope she does, get on that bandwagon, because it can help, especially if she's going to go through chemo and radiation. That stuff is poison, and I just wish her the best. So yeah, so the nurse is just going to take my blood pressure. She's a nurse, but she actually is the receptionist. So that's it. This balm's taking forever. My goodness, for a tiny balm. Looks like a little cherry balm. Doesn't look like color here, but when I pull it to the side to look at it, I can see it. Look at that water. Yay. This balm's hard as... Alright, let's get it going. I think this was done with turkey. Castor. The red turkey castor oil. Yeah, sorry. You can't see me. I'm squishing it because I'm over 10 minutes. And you know me. I always vomit my whole life. I know what's going on. Because I just can't sit here. It's actually a deeper pink. Oh, that moisture is awesome. Knife, sword, where are you? Sword. Oh man. Where's the damn sword? And I know just by me moving my hands around, is it just gonna make the water, make the sword move around? Okay, I can't find it. Well, let's see if I get bubbles. Yes, I know. Here's the sword. Found it. So you see, it will give bubbles if I had a water pressure, but there's only water coming out right here, right on the edge. There's nothing back here, no water. It's only dripping out the front. So, yep, that's it. You don't need to listen to that. So, that's it. That was the Kill Bill that got his ass kicked in Postal. Either by the Canadians or by the Americans. And bombed by Barney. I really appreciate that he sent me one of his bombs. And that's it. You guys have a good day. Bye.